Welcome back. You're watching NewsX. I'm Uday Pratap Singh. Our big focus on the broadcast today is on the Modi-Putin meeting and visit. Yes, Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia, is going to be in India very, very shortly. He will be landing in New Delhi. It's the most important bilateral meeting of the year. It's all set to take place in a couple of hours. Before that, let's take a trip down memory lane and see some of the key moments of the journey between Prime Minister Modi and President Putin. Well, this is the oldest available image of Prime Minister Narendra Modi standing behind the then Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. This is an image from 2001 from Moscow. Their inaugural summit at the St. Petersburg International Economic Forum launched the special and privileged strategic partnership with talks on energy, trade and 70 years of diplomatic ties. Putin welcomed Modi warmly, emphasizing trust-based relations. The visuals now that you will see on your screen are from Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his meeting with the Russian President Vladimir Putin at the historic Central Hall of Kremlin back in 2015. Yes, this is in 2015 when the Indian Prime Minister met the Russian President there in Moscow. Now we will show you another visual. You can see both leaders at the 2016 BRICS Summit in Goa. At the BRICS Summit, their firm handshake reinforced India's role in counter-terrorism and economic corridors, with Putin in traditional Indian attire for the group photo op. In fact, you can see there that photograph on your screen. This is the BRICS meeting in Goa, in India. Now, one of the most historic moments of both the leaders, what you see on your screens, is the 7th annual India-Russia summit. During the annual summit, they advanced the $5.4 billion S-400 missile deal, boosting India's air defense. The ceremony was witnessed by both leaders. Now we will play up some more visuals of 2018, when Prime Minister Narendra Modi traveled to Vladivostok in Russia and visited the Street of Far East exhibition with President Vladimir Putin. This was, of course, a visual from Vladivostok. And now we're going to put out for you another visual. On your screen, you can see a video from the SCO summit in Samarkand, Uzbekistan. In a 30-minute huddle amidst the Ukraine conflict, Prime Minister Modi told President Putin, "This is not any rough war," urging dialogue. This was a pivotal moment for India's neutral stance. In the most recent visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, President Putin hosted Prime Minister Modi at the Novo Orgaryovo for a candid dinner and riverside walk. They reviewed 22 agreements on trade as well as energy post the Ukraine invasion. Now we will put out for you the most famous visual from PM Modi and President Putin's meeting recently on the sidelines of the SCO. The duo shared a 45-minute insightful discussion in Putin's Oris limousine en route to the SCO sessions, focusing on regional stability and energy imports. The visual now that you will see on your screens probably is the most political power in one frame. This is a video from the SCO summit in Tianjin, where Prime Minister Modi can be seen having a casual chat with the President of Russia, Vladimir Putin, and the President of China, Xi Jinping. They were seen holding hands and laughing, signaling multipolar unity amidst talks on trade and broader resolutions. So these, of course, are the most significant recent meetings, pictures, visuals of Modi and Putin. Joining us now on the broadcast is Wing Commander Praful Bakshi, former Indian Air Force officer. We also have Gautam Mukherjee, senior journalist, joining us live. Pramit Pal Chaudhary, South Asia head for Eurasia Group, is live with us. Vipin Sharma, senior journalist, is also joining us on the broadcast. Let me make a start with you first, Wing Commander Bakshi. The bonhomie has always been on display between Modi and Putin whenever the two have met, and we've just recounted some of their meetings over the years. How important has the two leaders' personal camaraderie been in building closer India-Russia relations?
Thank you, Uday, for having me with you. Let me tell you that At this juncture, India meeting Russia is perhaps a very important landmark because India has now passed through various turmoils. The geopolitical situation around India may not be very strong, and Russia has also overcome and now doesn't bother much about the world opinion and various sanctions, etc. Uh, and whatever the case, the European Union and all is putting up forward. That is, in this atmosphere, meeting of Putin and meeting of Prime Minister Modi is very important because at the moment, lot of important discussions, both in play and in terms of diplomacy, both in terms of uh, defense exchange programs, especially defense exchange programs, are going to take place. When I talk of defense exchange programs, it is just not a routine defense exchange. It is in the light of the recent Sindoor operations, in where a lot of testing was done, and there is a lot of reports came up on the performance of S-400, the performance of BrahMos, and other weapon systems, and the political standing of all countries around, including China. In this context, when you see Putin and Russia in India meeting, Prime Minister Modi meeting, there will be a lot of aspects regarding Su-57, the advanced Su-57, and the version being developed in India, S-500 from S-400 will be discussed, and also the advanced BrahMos missile with advanced more in range. They're not only going to discuss them, they are going to discuss whether it can be made a joint venture in India and joint development as we are planning. Our 2047 dream is asking us for to make in India Tahat. That sort of that statement. Will we meet that? That is more important. And Russia is going to ignore a lot of what happens around the world. The SCO meeting, as you see, has already had decided between both the countries that we will now make a very advanced, planning in this. We will not repeat the mistake of FGFA, where India backed out because of finances. That is not the problem now because India has overcome all those problems, and we are very serious about it. So, Su-57, S-500, and BrahMos will be main on top. But then also our relation with Pakistan and China will be discussed, will be in the backdrop. Let us not think that it is just going to be in the backdrop. Russia is very serious about it because our position in BRICS, which Russia wants it to be strong, Russia has even, as per my opinion, has advised China that you must now taper
Yes.
off with India, bring in a peace
Yes.
atmosphere so that